It is a smartwatch. It is not an ordinary smartwatch, but Senbono smartwatch.
Okay, so we were contacted by Alibaba.com.
Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna do to start your watch is basically you just hold this for a little while. Now I have this one on already, so when you do it, it'll just have a little welcome screen and it'll bring you to some variation of this.
Today we're going to make a video, different video, not about travel, nothing to do with violins, but watch. Not this watch, not this one either, but this one with nothing. But before we talk about the watch, I would like my partner, my YouTube partner, to talk about why we want to talk about this watch.
Okay, so we were contacted by Alibaba.com and they asked us if we would like to be a product tester and that we could go on, start an account and pick out a few products for them to send and we could try them out and review them. So that's what we decided to do.
I have just received a parcel from Singapore. It's actually sent by Alibaba, a product for me to test.
Yes, so we picked up this watch. We picked this one because it really fits in line with what Daniel does, and that would be travel. And so it has a GPS and all kinds of other crazy high-tech features.
No, this does not have a GPS.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't have a GPS. See? But this one, it has it hooks up to your cell phone through apps and things like that.
Okay,
so,
anyway, we need the expert to explain.
Because we're confused.
Here we go. For the younger generation, we have an expert. Please. Smartwatch. Let's see. How does it look? Okay. I have many watches, but this is my first smartwatch. Okay, you can't see anything now. It has this and a USB. It says welcome. Wow, I like this thing. Okay, here got the instruction. Instruction in Chinese, instruction in English. The very first thing I do is I have to recharge the battery. It's actually quite easy. It has mechanism. See? Okay, it's charging. Charge connected. I don't like the screen. Can you change it?
Ah, yes. All you have to do is hold your finger there for a second, and it has several selections. And with using the mobile app, you can download several more.
So I like this something classical.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Go on.
Here are the main health features for it. Here's the pedometer. It's very simple. All you do is press start, and it'll start when you go on a walk. It'll start measuring recording how many steps you take. Press stop whenever you want to stop it, and options will simply let you check through your history, set a goal. It'll let you put in your height and weight. The next one is the sleep monitor. Now the sleep monitor is basically just a timer. What you have to do is before you go to sleep or simply get in bed, press start, and it will measure until you turn it off. So when you wake up, presumably you would turn it off. And here, where it says good, it will show you what quality of sleep you got from how long it was. Here is the sedentary alarm. Now, if you desire a wake-up call when you've been inactive for too long and the watch has detected that you haven't been moving, you can set it to whatever increment you want, up to 300 minutes. And it will give you a little alarm saying you have been sedentary for too long. Okay, should I do the heart rate monitor, which I can't get to work?
Yes, everything.
Do anything, do everything.
Yes.
Okay. So we've done all of its health aspects. Now let's move on to the more recreational parts. So first we're going to go to the audio player. This is simply a audio control device for your phone, or if you have songs that you've imported onto here via Bluetooth, you can use them. When you connect to Bluetooth, it'll simply connect to your phone's music player. Sorry about that. It'll simply connect to your phone's music player, and you can use these buttons to control it. Backwards, forwards, backwards, pause, start. Although the volume doesn't control the phone, it controls the watch itself.
Does the watch actually have a speaker?
Yes, it does, right here on the back. And I have tested it right here on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So next we're going to go to the Bluetooth camera. Now, say that you have an Android or an iOS phone. If the watch is connected to that phone via Bluetooth.
Can you explain what Bluetooth is? Because I have wide tooth.
Bluetooth is an application that most smart devices have nowadays. It simply allows you to wirelessly connect two devices together. So this watch and a cell phone. So speaking of Bluetooth, here's the next thing I'm getting to. You just click the Bluetooth and you will have an option to search for a new device. Now, of course, there are no devices that are Bluetooth enabled right now, so press cancel.
So even speakers then?
Even speakers work. Now, this is my phone, and we'll get to the Bluetooth connection later. My Bluetooth is off on my phone right now. Okay, so we'll go to the next thing. Okay, next is the file manager. Now, I have no files on here yet, but you can simply connect to your watch and you can go through your files. I don't know what these would have in them, these two first files, but this one would have music that you've imported. Okay, so these are fairly simple features. You have your calendar, you have an alarm, which you can use to start alarms. Just set alarms. You can change the ringtone, you can change the alert type, so ring only, you can do vibrate and ring. So that's fairly simple. Most smart devices have that. And there we go. You have your notifications, which will, once you're Bluetooth connected to a phone, will give you your notifications from your phone. And you can use them to delete the notifications off your phone. You can use them to open the notifications, and next time you turn your phone's screen on, it will show them. And you have this nifty little Find My Device feature. Now, when you're connected to your phone and you open this, all you have to do is press start, and your phone will start to make beeping and vibrating noises. Now, this is very handy if you lose your phone often like I do.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot.
Now you have simple call logs. It just checks all the logs from your phone so you can see who you called last. You have a dialer, which has a really nice keypad in my opinion. This one seems to be a bit more optimized for the screen. You have your messages, which you can use to just check your texts.
You can only check them, not send?
You can only check them, you can't send. You have to use your phone to send. But you can start calls and carry calls with this, since it has a microphone as well.
You can talk to your phone.
You can what?
It has a microphone, so you can make calls with the speaker and the microphone, which is located, I saw it right there. You can see a little hole there. That's the microphone. So
you can act like James Bond?
Yes. And you could hear them as well.
So, hold on, but your phone would have to be near you. Like, if my phone was in my purse and I was in the car and I'm driving and somebody called, I could just go and then start talking to them while I'm driving?
And their voice would come out of this speaker. Or if you had headphones connected to your phone, it would come through the headphones.
Ooh.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
It would be very handy if you're driving and calling.
It would,
I like that James Bond. 007.
Now, did I go through the phone book already?
Yes, please.
Okay. The phone book is simply just your contacts, and you can use it to find a contact, tap their name, and it will instantly call them, and you can use this or your phone to talk to them. The last page is just the settings, theme, and motion. Now, the settings are fairly simple with Bluetooth settings, allowing you to turn it off and on, and change the visibility. So if your visibility is off, other Bluetooth devices will be unable to detect that the phone is near. And this simply toggles Bluetooth off and on. Here is the clock. These are the clock settings. These select your clock type. This is a longer way to get to it. The time sync, this will sync your time with your phone. There is the date, which you can change at any point. So if I wanted it to be 2023, there you go. It's 2023 now. Welcome to the future. You come up, you can change the time, so it's also 11 p.m. And you can change the time format. Personally, I prefer the 12-hour, but it has both.
Can I ask you a question on this?
Yes.
Okay, when you were just showing the calendar, can this do things like, can you set an alarm?
Yes, you can set events in the calendar.
So if I had a meeting, okay.
But I know that an event here on the watch will set off an alarm the day and time that you set.
Okay.
So I tested it this morning, just putting an alarm at 8:30, I think it was.
Okay.
And I set the alarm yesterday morning.
Oh.
Still more to learn. That's
I know.
part of the fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay, so we were in the settings. So next are the sound settings. This is your alert type, ringtone, which it has several of. This is the notification tone, which again, it has several of. It has more notification tones. Here's the volume, which will control how long your music, how loud your music is. I don't have anything on, but you can hear the beeping. The ringtone. So you can control that there. And the notification tone.
Only has sound though, not vibration or anything.
It does have vibration.
That's
but
very useful.
Yes.
If I'm in a meeting, I don't need that going off. Okay, take your vitamins. What?
Personally,
everybody
I
knows
like
I
to
need to take my vitamins.
Personally, since I would like, if I use this daily, I would be constantly wearing it. I like to set it to vibrate just to save a little bit of battery.
Oh, okay.
Here are the display options. It has the main menu style, which is basically just this. It tells you, this is how you select how many apps are shown on each one. Of course, this only has one option. The brightness, which I keep at the medium, just again to save battery. The screen timeout, which is at 15 seconds currently, which is the default, but you can turn it up to a minute, which I'll do for the sake of this video. The international, which is just syncing with your phone if it automatically syncs, or if it gives you a name display, which you can, put your name in. You can put your name in via the phone app, which we'll be getting to in a minute. Apps, you can use this to just uninstall every app on this, even though I don't know if that would work or not. And a simple factory reset. One of the last items is the theme, which just basically changes your background. So you can have it one of these three. I prefer that one. And here is the last one, the motion controls. And yeah, that's basically it. You could flip to mute the alarm, so if you have an alarm, you can just flip your wrist. And you have the wake up gesture, which I don't know how that works exactly, but I suppose you could program in a way to, like a series of movements for the watch that will turn off the wake up alarm, or wake it up. That makes more sense, wake it up.
How about the battery?
The battery, from personal testing, and this is while I was using it quite a bit and leaving the Bluetooth on, can last 28 to 30 hours, although it may be longer if on standby most of the time. The charge...
So more or less like a cell phone, you have to recharge every day.
Well, yeah. It has a slightly longer battery, slightly better battery. And it only took me about half an hour to recharge it from it won't turn on because there's no battery to full.
Okay.
So a very quick recharge time.
That's very fast, yeah.
Extremely quick.
Yeah.
Or there's one more page. Huh. Okay. So here on this page you have the calculator, which is of course just a normal calculator. It does everything that it's supposed to.
And does it correctly.
Yes. I have tested it. 2 + 2 = 4.
Oh,
See,
wow.
it does it right.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Simplest one. Okay, it has a simple stopwatch, which you can start, and then lap, although it doesn't display all of them at the same time at any point, which I feel is a bit of a drawback. Now, if you're using an iOS phone, you can use this to contact Siri. Now, it's not connected to a phone, And even if it's connected to Android, this is available, although it does nothing. And here is the one of the most important features of this, which you will need if you want to connect to a phone, the app download. It simply gives you a QR code that you can scan with your phone, and it'll give you a link that takes you to the download page for the app that goes with this watch. And that's pretty much it for the watch.
It seems like there's a lot that you can do with this.
It's less of a travel item. It's more of a just quicker way to access your phone and just kind of, you know, you don't have to take out your phone every time something happens.
Well, no, I find that great because you can have the watch on, but for instance, when I'm at work, I leave my phone locked in my desk.
Exactly.
And I've got to run around the building somewhere, and then,
well, the
I know
Bluetooth
that
range is
email
only
thing-
about 20 feet.
No, but, it's only about 20 feet.
But it would
That's
be,
important.
It would be better if it would be useful if you had your phone in your purse, for example, and you could just
And you
use the
had this.
watch. You wouldn't have to take your phone out of your purse. But yeah, the Bluetooth range, I tested it the first day I had it, is only about 20 feet, maybe 25, if there's no obstruction.
How many meters?
20
20
what
feet.
Would that be?
You are American,
so it's
sir?
3 feet
Yes,
to a
we're
meter.
American.
Thanks for the explanation. Okay. We're so glad we have an expert here. You are sure this watch does not have a GPS?
Yes, 100% sure.
Yes or no?
No, it does not have a GPS. There is no GPS.
I love this watch, but for me, it's really important to have GPS. In this case, I would like to present this watch to my partner. She's going to have fun with it. Okay, please.
Whoa.
Okay, teacher.